Welcome back to the Sinister Cabin. Today, we are diving into the chilling and mysterious case of the Hammersmith ghost murder. From November 1803, the people of Hammersmith found themselves living in fear as rumors spread of a ghostly apparition haunting their town. According to locals, the ghost was believed to be the spirit of a man who had taken his own life the previous year and was buried in the Hammersmith churchyard. It was widely believed at the time that suicide victims should not be buried in consecrated ground, as their souls would never find rest. Eyewitnesses described the ghost as an imposing figure, towering in height and clad entirely in white. However, there were also reports of the ghost wearing a peculiar calfskin garment adorned with horns and large glass eyes at times, adding an even more eerie dimension to the sightings. The stories surrounding the Hammersmith ghost quickly escalated from mere sightings to terrifying encounters. 2 women, one elderly and the other pregnant, claimed to have been attacked by the ghost while walking near the churchyard. Tragically, both women died from shock just days after the alleged attacks, their deaths attributed to the horrifying encounters. One witness, a brewer's servant named Thomas Groom, recounted a chilling experience he had with the ghost. While walking through the churchyard late one night, Groom and his companions suddenly found themselves attacked. Groom felt a strong grip around his throat, gasping for air as the ghost loomed over them in the darkness. In the ensuing struggle, Groom managed to push back and felt something soft, like a greatcoat. When they turned around to confront the ghost face to face, it had vanished. The situation took a more dramatic turn on December 29th. A night watchman named William Girdler encountered the ghost near Beaver Lane. Determined to catch the elusive spirit, Girdler gave chase, only to have the ghost throw off its shroud and escape. Fearing for the safety of their community, and with no organized police force in London at the time, concerned citizens formed armed patrols, hoping to put an end to the ghost's reign of terror. On January 3, 1804, everything took a tragic turn. Just after 11 p.m., a 29-year-old excise officer named Francis Smith, who was part of the armed patrols set up due to the ghost sightings, crossed paths with a bricklayer named Thomas Millwood. In the darkness, mistaking Millwood's white clothes for the shroud of a ghostly apparition, Smith, who was armed with a shotgun, without hesitation, pulled the trigger and killed Millwood. Unfortunately, the mistaken belief led to tragic consequences, leading to the murder trial and the subsequent legal ramifications. Apparently, Millwood had been heading home from a visit to his parents and sister. Anne, Millwood's sister, heard Smith challenge him and threatened to shoot him. Girdler, John Locke, and George Stowe met Smith, who appeared agitated. They advised him to return home. A constable arrived at the scene and took Smith into custody. Millwood's body was taken to an inn, where a surgeon, Mr. Flower, examined it and pronounced death to be due to a gunshot wound on the left side of the lower jaw with a small shot, one of which penetrated the vertebrae of the neck and injured the spinal marrow. The trial of Francis Smith shook the nation. The jury found him guilty of murder, holding him accountable for his actions, and was initially sentenced to death. However, his sentence was later commuted to 1 year of hard labor. But this wasn't the end of the story. The ramifications and questions surrounding this case lingered for another 180 years, until 1984, when a Court of Appeal decision finally settled these issues, making it a compelling story that reminds us of the complexities of the law and the impact of our actions. The death of Thomas Millwood and the events surrounding the Hammersmith ghost case became a significant moment in the United Kingdom legal history. It challenged commonly held beliefs about self-defense and established a precedent that individuals could be held liable even if their actions were a reaction to a mistaken belief. The huge publicity given to the case persuaded the true culprit to come forward, John Graham, an elderly shoemaker, who had been pretending to be a ghost by using a white sheet to frighten his apprentice, who had been scaring Graham's children with ghost stories. There is no record of Graham ever being punished. The mysteries that surround the Hammersmith ghost still leave us wondering about the supernatural, the power of perception, and the intricacies of the human mind. Thank you for joining me on this chilling journey. Don't forget to like, comment your views on this case, and subscribe to the Sinister Cabin for more thrilling stories like this. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious,